Hey everybody, it's B-Diz, the rock star, part of Super Obvious.
And Luna Mist.
And in this video, we're talking about Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This smells like this, Louie!
Jim Taylor, I don't have fun things at all.
We don't overload, bro! Oh my god!
Ronnie just got into a fight on the boardwalk.
No! This bomb to my proposal! Get it! Get it! Get this done to some testing!
All right, man. You're kind of taking the lead on this one.
So today we're going to talk about Mike's book.
Mike the Situation.
Mike the Situation, Reality Check. I highly recommend this read if you're a Jersey Shore fan.
So at this point, you've read the whole book.
I have, yes.
Wow.
It is Mike's story from start to finish, when he is born to once he gets out of jail. A little bit after he gets out of jail, really. But like, you get to learn like how he got started with Jersey Shore, the toll the substances took on him, on his life, his body, his soul, his mind, everything. It's an excellent read. It's kind of crazy what he went through, the way he partied, and just, it was like his life was like that of a rock star for a while, where it's just nothing but girls and things and girls and things and girls and things. And like, he doesn't even remember some of the stuff he did. He says it in the book. He doesn't remember some of the things he did. He doesn't remember some of the parties. He didn't remember some of the famous people he talked to when he was like really big and doing like Dancing with the Stars and things like that. It's like a blur to him because he was so messed up on the stuff. He reaches a breaking point eventually and changes his whole life around, which is just like mind-blowing. But he's still having to pay for the consequences of his actions after the fact. And it's actually a really inspiring story to see how he came out on the other side, and now he's married to the love of his life. He's got a few kids, and he's so much happier and better emotionally, mentally, physically, in general. It's wow.
Yeah, I know. So as far as Mike the Situation, in the initial Jersey Shore show,
Yeah.
I like people that are assholes and all that kind of stuff. Mike is a straight tool, like dirtbag. Like, he wants to stir up controversy and drama more than basically anybody. And to see how he is once we get to the vacation part, his whole perspective and personality and how he views things is so much better. Like, he's turned his whole, the way he sees things around. Like, he probably has a lot of, well, he does have a lot of temptation to kind of go back to where he is, like being around, you know, the girls and the clubs and the drinks and when there's drama going on, but he's just so positive. As you said, it's inspiring.
He learned when he finally did kick his addiction, because he went to rehab after rehab after rehab and nothing stuck, because he really truly wasn't ready deep down. He was just trying to get clean because of this season starting, or get clean because of this reason, not because he really wanted to deep down.
Like, not
because he wanted
himself.
his, exactly, he didn't do it for himself really. And when it finally hit him and he got to his lowest of low points and he did start to reconstruct himself, he went not only on a journey to physically get better, but mentally, spiritually, just change his whole viewpoint of things. And he essentially became who he used to be before the stuff in general. Because like, the book starts with his mom talking about how he came into the world, the kind of kid he was, and he was a super sweet, kind kid, really caring. Always had a problem with authority, whether on substances or not. He always had a problem with authority. He didn't want to be told what to do. We can see that all the time in Jersey Shore.
Sure.
But overall as a person, he was a sweet, nice person. That's why in season 1 of Jersey Shore, when they first started, he was clean at that point, and he had a whole different personality. He was fun to be around. Like even Vinny and Polly will talk about how they enjoyed being around him at that point. But then once that season
MVP.
once that season wrapped, he got back on the things and became a total tool, and no one wanted to be around him. No one liked him.
He's like the worst, dude.
Yeah, because his whole thing when he's on substances is, how can I get my next fix, and
how much drama can I make?
How can I make it so no one really knows what's going on, even though we're not stupid. We all know what's going on. It's very obvious, especially situation with him and Ron in Italy. That was super obvious.
Plug! Super obvious, guys.
He had run out of his supply that he had smuggled in to Italy and didn't have a way to get what he needed to chill out. And so he lost his crap when him and Ron started butting heads, and that's why he hit his head
For
on
the
the wall.
1000th time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys know, when Mike and Ron have their fight, that was, at this point, seasons in the making.
Yeah.
He headbutted a concrete wall, and the concrete wall won. Mm-hmm. Guys.
Yeah. In the book, he even says on the plus side out of that, he was at least able to get a little something to take the edge off at the hospital.
I think you talked about it when they were doing all the touring.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed very irritated and stuff because they were going to be there longer than he thought, and he was running out of his stuff.
Yeah. And he never did any like hardcore things. He just did like painkillers. When he got to his lowest of low breaking point, he tried one of the hardcore substances, and that's when
he started trying the H.
He only did one shot of it.
So if you know what the drug is, that starts with the letter H. Mike did that stuff. That's bad.
And he knew as soon as, like, cause him and his friend went out to find some stuff because he was low, or no, he was out or something. And when his friend came back in the car after hours of sitting there waiting, he tosses him over what he gets, and he's like, yo, this isn't what I want. I don't do this shit. And he had no choice, basically, because he needed a fix. And he did what he did. He first was like, oh, I don't feel anything. It's nothing or whatever. So he was going to do it again and probably end up unaliving himself. But his mom called him right at that moment. And it's actually a really inspiring story to see how he came out on the other side. And now he's married to the love of his life. He's got a few kids and so much happier and better emotionally, mentally. But his mom called him right at that moment to make sure he was okay. Because moms, they know things. And then his girl was at the bathroom door like, hey, what's going on? And that's when he realized this ain't it.
This is bad.
He flushed the stuff down the toilet and then went out to talk to his girl, Lawrence. And Lawrence, she apparently never knew about that until he wrote this book. That's when she found out.
All right.
Because he never told anybody.
Let's get to the Mike getting locked up part.
Right. Yeah, so he's got during his whole time being under the influence, he didn't give a crap who was taking care of what with his finances as long as he had the money. So he never paid attention to the taxes being paid, which his bro was mostly responsible for because that was like his job title and his family. He talks in depth about the dynamics of his family and the business and who's in charge of what, because he had like an actual person he had hired to take care of things, but then he got mad about how he was doing stuff, so he fired him and was like, yo bro, you're gonna do this, sis, you're gonna do this, yo bro, you're gonna take care of this, moms, you're gonna take care of this. And
wow,
he didn't care if things were being done the way they were supposed to be done, which is why he ended up getting in trouble with the taxes, because it never got paid and he wasn't making sure it got paid. And even though he wasn't directly responsible having his hands in it, his neglect was the reason why.
When you're a celebrity and you don't pay your taxes, they don't mess around.
No, they don't.
A lot of celebrities that went to prison.
They're like,
because of taxes.
Yeah, they're like, yo, this is your business. You should care. You should have been making sure it was getting done, and you didn't. So you got to pay the price. So, we see in season 1 and 2 of Family Vacation, where he's like dealing with the court side of everything.
It's already over his head. Like it's coming.
It's coming. The court case finally does come, and sure enough, he gets 8 months in prison. While he's in prison, he meets people. He betters himself. He tries to help people. He only gets in trouble once in prison for trying to smuggle in some protein powder because he's trying to, take care of his body and weightlift and stuff. He sneaks proteins from other people, like
Your mic. Your mic. Here's some of this protein, bro. Here's some
other
of this protein.
like groups in the joint would like be like, here you go, Mike. Here's some grilled chicken. Shh, don't tell no one, kind of stuff.
That's kind of cool.
And it was kind of cool. And then
You told me, like, after reading the book, like, basically, like, even when he's in prison, everyone was showing him love.
oh yeah, it
That was
didn't
kinda
seem like
stuff.
he got in any fights with anybody really.
That was kind of surprising because, like, you're in prison, my dude.
Yeah, he got tested at one point by a new guy who was in a group, and dude was like trying to bully him into giving it for Mike to give him his breakfast or lunch or some kind of food, and Mike was like, no.
My foods.
It's my foods.
This is
No,
my
man.
foods. Yeah.
But he stood his ground, and the dude was like, all right, and left. And
Wow.
they were cool. They had no
Damn.
issues. Everybody loved him. And then when he gets out the joint finally, gets back with his girl, they're already married because they got married before he went in. Now they start trying for a family. And he still has hardships. That's what's crazy is he keeps getting tested emotionally and stuff because they had several miscarriages and just random things that kept happening, but he kept his faith. He didn't let the temptation get to him, and he overcame it. And
The way he's turned into who he is now, like, his positivity, staying positive no matter what, it's inspiring. Like, if a lot more people were like that, geez, the world would be a little bit better.
And it's crazy because when we're watching Jersey Shore, I hadn't read the book yet. I'm like, God, he is an asshole.
He's a
I hate
tool.
him.
He sucks.
I hate Mike so much.
He's the worst. Yeah.
And then I get to, because even like starting to watch Family Vacation before we read the book, I'm like, how is he so different? It doesn't,
Yeah.
it's like somebody flipped a switch and
Yeah.
it makes no sense. But then you read this book and it's like, wow, it's super eye-opening.
Yeah, the change he's done is probably unlike anyone I've ever seen.
And what he's doing now, he's like giving back to his community. He speaks at other groups with people who are suffering the same addiction issues he did. And it's just an inspiring story, what he overcame and how he's still to this day helping society and trying to bring awareness and help people in the same situations. He's a good guy.
Yeah, we're watching the Vacation show, and I've said stuff like people that are really big, like DJ Pauly, who's like, he's probably the most popular, and then stuff with like Ronnie, but with everything around Mike outside of the show, like knowing his life, he probably has the biggest presence out of anyone. It's like highlighted the most.
It even says in the book, the whole reason Jersey Shore happened was because of him. He was the first one they hired on.
Wow.
He was the reason they kept going, and it was like in his contract, nobody could get paid more than him, kind of stuff.
I think I heard
He
that,
was
yeah.
the reason for Jersey Shore.
So Mike is like, you welcomes.
Exactly. Exactly. I highly recommend reading this book. I really, really do.
The book up again.
It's really good. It's reality check.
Pretty cool cover.
You can find it on Amazon. Not expensive at all. It's a great read. It's a great read. And there's like pictures in the middle of his fams and stuff.
His fams.
His fams and his Jersey Shore peeps. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it's really
That's
cool.
really cool.
I love it. Don't do stuffs and keep positivity like Mike.
Don't do the stuffs.
Yeah.
Don't do the stuffs. All right, guys. Beat is a rockstar, part of Super Obvious.
And Luna Mist.
And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah.